Acknowledge me.
What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Straight Talk with Trevor, where no topic is off limits.
I ain't trying to fuss, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus your nuts will touch the dust, you trying to check this. You ain't insane, I write your name down on my checklist. You think I'm playing, I'll leave you laying, I'll leave you breathless. As human beings, instead of being so many try to be. You ain't seen what I have seen in my society.
Hey, I'm just a man with a microphone. Always seek out the truth for yourself, because if not, you'll fall victim to other people's interpretations.
Straight Talk Sessions live. You're gonna acknowledge me.
What's up, Straight Talk Society? This is your host, Trevor, and I'm back with another episode of Straight Talk with Trevor.
Because the ladies from Pour Your Heart Out
no
will
topic
be over
is
here
off
to
limits.
join the panel.
Fuss, but it's a must, you gon' respect this. Plus your nuts will touch the dust, you trying to check this. You ain't
The
insane, I
MMA
write your
brothers,
name down
Bones
on my
and Zay,
checklist.
have pre and post shows to the MMA shows. And I am your host, Mr. Straight Talk, the man with the greatest beard on YouTube. Oh, I love throwing that in there. Real quick, I am back on Facebook. I guess they took me out of jail. I was able to connect the channel back.
Due to the increasing level of incompetence and the major lack of transparency, the Straight Talk Society will no longer maintain a presence on Facebook.
Make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Man Talk Monday. This is the flagship show of the Straight Talk Society. This is the show that you're going to get all your, drama topics. This is a show that you may get your arguments. This is a show where we're going to talk about not one specific thing, but we dabble around the world of pop culture and the men just banter about it. So that's what this show is. But if this show isn't for you, and I don't know why it wouldn't be, but we also have other shows. The highly acclaimed Tape Fist Politics, Vancat, Mike, MD, and Ricardo do such a fantastic job with that. That's every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Hey, if that doesn't fancy your boat, then be sure to tune into Wrestling with Reality. Today we have the return of Straight Talk Therapy Sessions with the one and only Dr. Mia. So y'all be sure and tune into that. So tonight we have a fantastic show tonight, the Straight Talk Society. We will not go over that 2.5 hour mark. So Mike, you ain't got no shirt on, right?
I never have clothes on, bro.
But I'm saying you like right on the Like crazy.
My bad.
What's going on?
I don't like clothes, bro. Anybody that
Hey,
knows me, my
like
fault.
crazy. Oh, what is up, Straight Talk Society? No, this isn't Dolphins Deep Dive. You are tuned in to Man Talk Monday, live here on the Straight Talk Society. But the only issue is the Miami Dolphins, the good guys, play tonight. So I got to get into my whole pregame ritual because I didn't get to do a Dolphins Deep Dive yesterday. So this would normally be the setup. So I got on the whole garb tonight because the Dolphins are taking center stage on Monday Night Football. So I got to get prepared for that game. So we will not be before you long. I don't even know which one of my co-hosts are going to show up tonight. But right off the bat, what I am so happy to see is that when I logged into StreamYard, Keela was the first comment that I saw. Man, y'all just don't understand how much I miss that. You guys just don't understand what it's like to have a channel with a moderator that actually mods and is like just the hitter. You know, I call Stacey Mobley the hitter in the debate circuit, but Keela is the hitter when it comes to modding the chat. Like she literally doesn't tolerate any foolishness, and you know, she drops the links and all that good stuff. So like I said, this is Man Talk Monday, and we are scheduled to continue the conversation from the show that we had last week. How old is too old? So, you know, plan subject to change. We don't know. We don't know how things are going to go, depending on which one of my co-hosts show up. But we will have a show for you. Nevertheless, it may just not be the long show that it normally is, but we definitely would be out of here by 8 o'clock. If you hear any noise in the back, my daughter is on the phone playing video games with her friends. So if you hear any yelling in the back, that's who it is. So real quick, as I always do before we start the show, I do like to go over what we have coming up on the society this week. Oh, let me make sure my mic is muted. Let's see. So coming up this week on the show tomorrow night, we do have Tape Fist Politics, and the title of that show is the fourth Republican primary debate. So the Republicans went wild in the debate, and Venkat, MD, Mike, and Ricardo are going to be talking about it. That was a wild debate. I caught the highlights of it, and it was very, very comical. So be great to see what Venkat put together and what videos they are gonna play. Peace to you, Michelle. So that'll be very interesting to see what they're gonna do. Then on, and I did not put it in here, but you know, it is what it is. I got a lot going on. Then on Wednesday, we will have Wrestling with Reality. Man, if y'all haven't checked out that Wrestling with Reality show from last week, that show was great, man. That show already has, I think that show almost has like 700 views on it. It was a show about CM Punk. It was an awesome show. We pretty much ganged up on Venkat, but you know, he was a good sport. I guess he took it on the chin. He took it all in stride. So it's all good. But we will be back this Wednesday for Wrestling with Reality. Go over the news and notes of the wrestling week. Then on Thursday, we should have this now. Hey, hopefully it doesn't get postponed again. I don't know. We should be having this, but we will be having the debate between Eddie Israel and Stacey Mobley. And the topic of that debate is it's going to be a double header. So they were supposed to have the debate on the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. So let me tell you what happened. They canceled the debate on the 21st outright just because Eddie isn't your normal Israelite that, you know, believes everybody's going to hell and stuff like that. So he's not going to debate anything just for debating's sake. So they canceled that one. Then they have the debate: do the curses of Deuteronomy 28 apply to us today? So they called me and they were like, you know what? Let's combine the two together. So they're gonna do the curses of Deuteronomy 28 apply to us today? That's gonna be the first round, and then the second round will be let me see. Does Deuteronomy 28 and 68, is Deuteronomy 28 and 68 a fulfillment of the transatlantic slave trade? So they're going to combine those two topics in one. So that should be a really great debate, just because let me tell y'all, I call Stacey Mobley the hitter of the Straight Talk Society, because I mean, like, that's all he does is just deliver knockout blows in the debates. But Eddie is, I don't know, man. I think Eddie isn't like cocky and overconfident and things like that, but Eddie is talking in a way that I think if Stacey isn't careful, that Eddie is gonna like really drop something on him that he won't be able to come back from. Now, like I said, I don't have a vote in it, so I can't vote on the poll, nothing like that. But this is gonna be, shout out to Keela, the best moderator in the business. So Eddie is like, he's so that quiet guy, like he's just so quiet. He doesn't, he's not loud and brash like the other ones, but it's just certain things that he says that I'm like, whoa. Like when we have the behind the scenes conversations and I'm listening to them like talk and things like that, I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, man, Stacey, I don't know, man, because Stacey is, y'all got to understand, Stacey's had about 3 or 4 debates over here, and he is literally just went through it like a hot knife through butter. Like that guy he is that dude. He is that dude. And I'm still trying to find somebody that will take him up on the debate. I need a one of them Israelites that just believe that only Israel's going to be saved and things like that, to take Stacey up on that debate, because Stacey still believes that God's not concerned about Israel today. So I'm looking for an Israelite that will take on that debate. I see Kevin in the back. So but Eddie is just, so when you hear Eddie, because I like, they were saying something, I'm like, nah, Eddie, don't give him that info. And Stacey was like, Eddie was like, hey, it is what it is if he knows it ahead of time. I'm like, whoa, because you guys know that when I debated an SVDL, one thing I never did, I never liked to discuss my debates. We'd get into these debate topics and I'd never discuss anything because I didn't want to give my opponent the advantage. Eddie was like, hey, he could know everything that I'm going to come with. So hopefully that does go through this Thursday. I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. Then Friday at 7:00. Oh man, let me get that. We will have UFC 296 pre-show with the MMA brothers Zay and Bones. They will be going over the pre-show of Leon Edwards versus Colby Covington, and then Sunday morning they will be coming back with the post fight show for said UFC 296 event. So y'all make sure and check out the MMA brothers. They've carved out their own little niche over there. They're doing their thing over there, and it's awesome. I don't mess with them, it's all good. It's all good with me. So hey, they do their things. So last thing on the upcoming shows for this year, I just got this confirmed today. So you guys know that I do these interviews, and I had an author reach out to me wanting to do an interview. So I'm just waiting. He reached out to me. A lot of these guys reach out to me, and I'm gonna get to that later, but I'm just gonna see what he wants to do. So we'll see how that goes. But speaking of interviews, I do have an interview lined up for next Thursday. I have not made the thumbnail or anything yet because I just got home. You guys know I did the interview with Stacey Mobley. I did the interview with Reginald Young. I did the interview with Jansen. So I got another interview lined up next Thursday. And I think this is probably going to be the most fun interview that I ever did, because I'm going one-on-one with the man, the myth, the legend, Peter Cox. That's right. Peter Cox is coming to the Straight Talk Society to sit down on the hot seat and let me question him about anything. He just said, hey, if I can't answer it, I can't answer it. So Peter Cox will be here next Thursday, and I'll get that show scheduled and up so you guys can set your reminders. But that is next Thursday at 6 p.m. You guys know Peter Cox, man. Peter Cox is the wild. Peter Cox will overtalk you. Peter Cox is strong in what he believes, and Peter Cox will be here this Sunday. The next Thursday on the Straight Talk Society to do a one-on-one interview with me. So before I bring young Kev up, I want to introduce a new segment. I don't even know the name of it yet, but I guess I'll just say I'll watch you suffer in your tears or something like that. Or stupid text to Trevor. That's what I'll name it. Stupid text to Trevor. So I've been getting some of the most ridiculous text messages over the past few weeks. And it's funny because I'll get one from one person, and then a couple of minutes later, I'll get one totally contradicting what that person said. So like they don't know that I know they're all in cahoots, but I'll play the game with them. So I get a message today on my way home from work, and yes, I'm going to read it, but just so people know, and the only reason I'm going to read this is just because I want to just read it and say how stupid you guys are. But just so you guys know, if you send me a text message that's more than like a sentence or two long, and we weren't previously having a conversation, I'm not going to read that. I literally read like the first line, and if it looks stupid to me, then I'm just like, I'll pass. So this person sends me a text message, and it's from a 920 area code. I don't even know what 920 area code is. Kev, Mike, one of y'all Google that for me. Let me know where that is. But the number is 920-944-6. I'm not going to give the last three, even though y'all gave my phone number out, because I wouldn't be getting all these random ass text messages from all these random numbers if y'all wasn't giving my number out. But I'm gonna play fair. I ain't gonna give you a number out. So this is what they say. Let me see. Oh man, so it's okay. It's more. Hold on. I gotta go to the beginning. Okay, so this person says, if I see or hear Geno Jennings mentioned on your sinful platform, I will flag your channel. How are you encouraging the people using profanity? Playing video games, eating donuts, and stealing people off my channel. So what they're doing, they're posing just by the verbiage. They're posing as, that's a Wisconsin number. So they're posing as this guy from New Jersey named Tony Harvett. So he could be using a number that's jumping all over, just so I don't know, because he's at a 201 area code. But I know for a fact that he's the one passing my number around, because one of his very, very close friends reached out to me and told me. And certain things that he said, nobody should know. So it goes on to say, how are you a so-called preacher? I haven't preached since 2019, but whatever. Then you have heathen sinners coming on your panel using the same foul, abusive, ungodly language. I don't understand that. You copied me doing the debates. You used to troll my channel. You were only after those who sucked at debating. So just so y'all know, anybody who came from that, shout out to Moon Goddess, anybody that came from that channel and you now debate over here with me, he's now saying that you guys are no good. Just so you know, all of those people you got, Geno Jennings stopped their mouth with scriptures, just like he'll stop yours. So what this guy is, okay, so he said you can have Thomas Smallwood. He is not holiness. So again, when I talk about all this tribalism, that's all they care about is tribalism. Dunbar is not interested in debating on your sinful platform. Neither is Brother Hayes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys the email from Dunbar asking me, can he debate on my platform? Just so these guys will shut the hell up. Stop clout chasing. I'm the clout chaser. Before having any debates, clean up your channel. You got false ministers on your channel who aren't going to tell the truth. They just want to promote their lies and brag about debating Gino. Gino is undefeated and he remains undefeated. That interview with Reginald Young was garbage. He did not beat Gino in a debate. Neither did Wayne Smith. Both got slaughtered by Gino, just like my homie Tazariak destroyed Stacey Mobley. So, okay. So by the verbiage, this person is pretending to be Tony Harvey. It could be Tony, but I'm going to give Tony the benefit of the doubt because Tony said that he doesn't play games like this, which I don't believe, but I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt that it's not him. But this person is pretending now to be Tony Harvey just to stir up strife. So I just wanted that's stupid text to Trevor, just so you guys know. And I got something for them. Fresh out of South Park.
Oh, the tears of unfathomable sadness. Yummy, yummy.
Oh my goodness. I feed on the tears of the enemy. What's up, fellas?
Walk on, Chaji.
Oh,
I forgot sometimes.
Oh my goodness, man. You see how they just won't leave me alone. Oh my goodness. Hey,
stop singing.
Hey, it's so awesome. When I tell y'all, I have so many text messages from all different numbers, and what they do, they try to talk like each other. So I think that it's them, but it's crazy though, because they don't realize, like I said, I don't read. If I look at it and it's like long like that, where it has to do multiple shares, then I'm like, man, I ain't paying. I don't read that stuff. So there you go with that. Like I said, this center's platform will have a debate over here this Thursday. I know y'all will be watching, so be sure to tune in, but you can't comment in my chat because if I see you pop up in the chat, we're going to ban you. Just like that. So with all that being said, oh, Mike, I need your Giants to win tonight, man.
Man, there's no guarantees. I don't guarantee the Giants will win anything.
Hey, the Giants are standing in the way of me in that pot, man.
Hey, I'll put in a good word. I'll call Eli to call the people.
And speaking of the Giants, shout out to Keela. I know her Cowboys and One Love is a Cowboys fan too. They put a beat down on the Eagles last night. Man, they woof. I was watching that game. I was like, man, they look scary. We got to play that team on Christmas Eve. I'm like, oh my goodness. So, but enough of that. On the other side, we will be back with what y'all came to see. Man Talk Monday, right here on Straight Talk Society.
Acknowledge me.
Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. Come take a walk through my heart, a stroll through my soul. Been smart from the start, wasn't taught, wasn't told. You could climb through my mind, or fly through my eye. And in time you will find what I rhyme is not a lie. See you dealing with a vicious mind, hard cold like Christmas time. Every time I write a rhyme, put it all on the line. No need to hold my tongue, hold the mic like you hold a gun. Haters, I'm the chosen one, fakers, I don't roll with none. Don't you ever test my heart, been a rebel from the start. I ain't got time to play no games, I'm too busy playing my part. Keep my mind on my my mission, living by my premonitions. Through the world with blurry vision, stressing in high definition. Walking the path unknown to most, the ones that I love, I hold them close. Every rhyme I wrote was dope, no jokes, so folks can overdose. Lyrically, I'm legendary, yes, I'm very necessary. Plans to see my adversary buried in the cemetery.
Yeah. Straight Talk Sessions live. You're gonna acknowledge me. It's Monday. It's Man Talk Monday. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do.
But we have a responsibility and a duty to be fathers, not to just make babies, but to be real fathers. And you can't expect any good to come to you if you don't visit any good on your son or your daughter. So, be a man.
We are back, and it is time for Man Talk Monday, and we are gonna resume on where we left off last week. But before we get into that, Kevin, how you doing?
What's up, brothers? What's up, chat? Real quick, I do got to make an apology about oh wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, you kind of low, but I can hear you.
Hold on, is this better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got to make an apology to you in the chat yesterday. So Mike did bring something, or not yesterday, but last week. But Mike did bring something to my attention that I do have to admit that he's right, which is I identified myself as non-binary, which is the incorrect term. I'm actually trans black, which means I don't identify with all that nigga shit that y'all be doing. So, okay, continue.
I cannot stand you. I cannot stand you. What's up, Mike? God, I can't stand you.
Medallion, no. All I heard was I was right, and I stopped listening to the rest. So
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yep.
I am pretty sure you did.
Being right isn't always the point.
But I'm always right. He always cuts it off, fans. He's got to say the whole. It's like Slickback. You got to say the whole thing.
I hear you, but that's what matters.
Thank you.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you.
All right, so we are gonna like I said earlier, we got to be out of here before 8 because the good guy Miami Dolphins do play prime time tonight, and y'all know I got to watch that. So we're gonna get into it, but first we got to put some people on blast. So let's go. And this I did. You're not gonna be able to really hear the song because I had to speed it up just to try to get around YouTube's ridiculous rules. So nevertheless, you guys will see what's going on here. So here we go.
He made him cry by dancing with his mom. He made him cry by dancing with.
So apparently Kev said that he's the one who sent me this. A couple of people sent me this, but yeah, I'll take it. If Kev sent it and I didn't see it, it's fine. So I'll let you begin, Kev. Well, what do you think about what's going on here? We see a young kid, probably less than 10 years old. His mom is doing what they do, twerking on some younger guy. On top of that, from what I understand, that the younger guy that was being danced on is some type of social media, some big time social media guy. If you know, like that means anything, but we'll just say that for context. So what do you got on this, Kev? Because you sent this to me for a reason. And I do see Big Wayne in the back.
What up, Wayne? What up? Yeah,
What
I
up,
sent
what
this
up, bro?
video because like it legit broke my heart, bro. Because like I know what it's like to have people stare at your mom. Um, and even before I even like understood what like looking at booty looked like, what looking at booty felt like, I knew that like when those mechanics turned their heads as my mom was walking around, I was like, hold on, let me walk behind her. I don't know why I did that. I just knew I didn't like the way that feels.
Hey,
So
hold up, Kev. Hold up. I'm gonna go and give you that. I'm gonna go and give you that bomb now because everything you say after this, you're probably gonna erase it. But I'm gonna give you one from now. I
okay.
wasn't expecting that from you.
Well, no, I mean, shoot, I relate to it. And yeah, it sucks, and it hurt my heart because it sucks that this kid's gonna have to live with the consequences, and not only of public shaming, but also the fact that this is gonna put an effect on his view on women. Like this is gonna show him that my mom included is participating in this type of behavior that just makes us look bad. And it sucks that he's also an influencer from what I've heard. But yeah, so far everything is like, is out for entertainment. Everything is about content, and the fact that this kid has to deal with these type of people and deal with this type of environment, you just know it's not going to be the only time or the first time. It's something that's going to keep constantly happening. That's going to cause him to have a different view on women altogether. I think it sucks, and it sucks that the mom didn't comfort him. She just laughed on along with everybody else. But I don't know. I thought it was flawed all the way around.
And it looks like Wayne fell off. So Mike, what's your thoughts on this?
I think we need to check and make sure that that's the right Kevin, because I
I
didn't hear no
know, right?
Kevin. I don't know who this is. I agree with you wholeheartedly, sir. I just want to add one thing. I want to thank my mother, because this would never happen with her. My mother would never embarrass me like that. My mother would never dance suggestively with me at a party. I hope she wouldn't do it, period, but she definitely wouldn't do it with me at a party. And I just think this is literally what we're talking about when we tell people that it leads to hurting the future. And everyone tells us, no, it's no big thing. She was just having fun. That's what they tell us, right? They always tell us he was just having fun. No, that young man, did he look like he was having fun? He didn't look happy. He didn't look joyous. He looked miserable and disgusted, as he should. He should not have to defend his mom like that. He shouldn't have to, especially it looked like a wedding. Like,
Yeah, it was a wedding.
that's what we doing? And I know everybody gets mad at me when I talk about twerking and thoughts, but I'm like, I've never seen, I've never, I don't know. Why is someone explain to me why twerking is female hands claps now? Like, I don't understand. It's simulating a sexual act, and that's how they celebrate everything. Ooh, girl, they got the McChicken, it's back. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Like, I don't understand. I'm confused. Like, no, dead serious. Like, it's like if dudes every time something good happened, we push the print on to try to do a helicopter or something. Like, I don't understand why this is women's go-to. They went so long. They've been telling me forever how they want to be respected and they don't want to be seen as sexual objects. And we're more than that. And every single time you ask them what they bring to the table, it's got to do with the orifice on their body. And every time they want to celebrate something, it's got to do with shaking something. It's got to do with, yeah, that McRib. Well, yeah, true, that McRib. I meant McRib, but I said McChicken. My bad. See, she get me. She gets me. But every time it's something that they want to celebrate, it's showing off a secondary sex characteristic. Like, it's always that. Always that. And I'm confused. Now, don't get me wrong. You twerk for your man. You twerk at a club. All right. This is a get together with family and children. It's a wedding.
You know the one thing that bothered, well, the whole thing bothered me, but the one thing that just was inexcusable, because I know somebody will say, oh, they were just dancing, and that's at a wedding. You go to any random wedding, and that's what they do. I'm gonna tell you, they weren't doing that at my wedding. Wayne, you were there. You could attest to that. But secondly, shout out to Cliff in the building. So secondly, and Wayne, I want you to hop in after this. The one part that bothered me, and you couldn't tell because I had to speed up the video. Once little man start crying, the mom said it's not that serious.
Yo, there is nothing worse. You know what's so funny? No, real talk. A women saying it's not that serious is equivalent to men telling women calm down. And if you tell a chick calm down, they get so livid. You don't tell me to calm, but they so quick to check masculinity. And if you have an issue with something, you're insecure, you're this, you're the problem. It's never that. I'm not gonna start. Go ahead, Wayne. And what's up, Wayne? My bad.
Wayne, real quick, I did this before. And
what up, fellas?
Moon Goddess, the link is in the chat. Because I know you wanted to finish up on that conversation from last week. But Wayne, I did this before when I was in Jamaica. It probably was like 1988. We were at the national park where they have statues for all the national heroes of Jamaica, and some man was trying to talk to my mom, and at the time, I wasn't aware. It was weird to me. I wasn't aware that my dad and my mom weren't together. So just my defenses went up, and I'm like pushing dude off like, yo, and he wasn't doing nothing crazy. You know, he wasn't twerking on my mom or nothing. Like, he was just literally trying to holler at her. And I'm like pushing him off like, yo, dude, nah, that's my dad's old lady. Like, what you doing? You know what I mean? Like, chill out. Nah, it ain't going down with that. Little 7 or 8 year old me. So I can't imagine what little man's going through just because his mom is literally grinding on somebody that looks much younger than her. So that's part of it too. But aesthetically, it just doesn't look right. And the fact that she would tell him it's not that serious, that's the part that bothered me. Like, my wife would tell you, like, that had me going off about 30 minutes. Like, I'm just going the hell off on that because I'm so tired. Mike said it. It is the equivalent of when you tell a woman to come. I remember I told my ex to chill out one time. She ain't talked to me for 6 months. It was that bad just because I told her to chill out. So absolutely, that is the equivalent when you're trying to tell a man, a boy, or whatever, some type of male, hey, it ain't that serious. Stop crying. Big boys don't cry. That's what it all equates to. What you got, Wayne?
What up, fellas? I don't know if I'm chopping up or what.
No, you good.
No, I don't have too much to say. I mean, I see that all the time. I mean, if you're gonna have a good time, don't do it in front of the little boy, man. You know, she should have did it where he was going or something like that. That's all I got to say about that. You know, that was crazy. The look on his face, he was devastated though. But I always say, you never know who your mom is. Your mom is mom to you, but to the streets sometimes she's somebody else.
Hey, all right. So we're gonna go into one more before we get back into the main event.
But that's the point. To the streets, not to the wedding.
Yeah, not at the wedding.
Your son should never have to see that.
Yeah.
Like I say, at my wedding, we were playing all type of music at my wedding, but at no point did anybody say, it'd be a good idea for me to bust it wide open on the youngest person there.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Moon Goddess, you were there. Did you see anything like that? Wayne, you were there. Did you see anything like that? No.
Moon Goddess was busting it wide open. Nah, I'm joking.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, Moon Goddess was probably itching in the corner, like, yo.
Nah, it wasn't none of that going on.
Hey, crazy. All right. So let me get into this because this is one I definitely wanted on. Wayne sent us this, and I know we had touched on it earlier, but I didn't have an actual video for us. I definitely want to get into this because, again, I mean, this is a stupid people segment. So let's bring this up. Let me know when it's up.
You're
All right, let's talk about Miss Taisha Bolden. All right, Taisha, you take center stage.
She became his 8th grade teacher. In those messages listed in the criminal complaint, Bolden acknowledges that the teen is a minor and that she feels guilty. But in one message, Bolden writes, quote, "I want to see you as often as possible, and the rest will just happen." This picture of Bolden is included in the criminal complaint against her. A selfie prosecutors say she sent the teen. Prosecutors say Bolden also sent photos we wouldn't be able to show you. The victim told a Brown Deer police detective that Bolden sent him nude photos in early 2023. He was 13 at the time. In June, right before school was out, the teen says Bolden picked him up and they had sex in a Brown Deer park. In late June, for his 14th birthday, the victim says Bolden bought him a gun, something prosecutors say they were able to trace and confirm. The boy told investigators the relationship with the teacher ended in late July when Bolden refused to buy him another gun. The story continues for Bolden. If convicted of both felony charges, she faces more than 40 years in prison.
All right. So here we have a teacher, 40-year-old. Was she 40? Or she's facing 40 years. Taisha Bolden, having sex, accused of having sex with a 13-year-old, buying him a gun the first time, and then he wants another gun, and then that's when things went left. I mean, she's sending them nudes and things like that. I mean, it's like at this point, it's like beating a dead horse, but we're gonna beat the hell out of the horse today. Like what's going on here? I like, seriously, Kev, what's going on here? Let's have a real conversation. What's going on here?
You're not gonna like my answer. I can definitely see this is a product of her environment, and she's definitely a product of hip hop. Because this, I'm sorry, not just hip hop, but of gang culture, of course. And with gang culture, you usually have the girl hold down the thug, and just like in this situation, she, in a sense, is trying to hold down this 13-year-old boy, by getting him what he wants, which is a weapon to do what? I don't know, but more than likely to do crime. But yeah, it is a dead horse to beat because, I mean, like I always say, she's definitely trying to fill a void. I don't know what type of void that is, but she's definitely finding it and looking it in this kid. But yeah, there's got to be some type of change because, I mean, this is always happening in public schools, and with public schools, it's definitely the space to pretty much just mind control kids and find easy targets. So I don't know what the solution would be. Maybe separate the boys and girls when it comes to these type of environments, but who knows? Because even the guys are doing weird stuff too. So, but yeah, that's what I'm seeing with this situation.
Man, the void she's trying to fill.
Hey, Mike, hold up. This is the only thing I want to say. This is the only thing I want to say. We got documented proof that she is the aggressor and she is having sex with a 13-year-old. So right then and there, that makes it wrong, and she's the one that's held responsible for it. And the best Kev could say is that we should separate the boys and the girls in school.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Without simultaneously remembering it's not a damn girl that did it. It's a teacher who's supposed to be protecting the student. Go ahead, Mike. Oh, shout out to the queen. Shout out to the queen of the Straight Talk Society, looking as lovely with your cocoa butter skin. All that good stuff.
I don't be looking at taking women's skin. I just talk to their face.
I appreciate that.
Go
ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike, because I'm
much respect. Sorry, my other phone went off. My bad.
Oh.
So
I want to say I'm correct.
Never. First, I want to say thank you to Trevor, because I heard you say, what was it you just said? You said just in the segment before, you were like, something's wrong with you, or I can't stand you. Yes, I can't stand you. So I don't have to say it all the time. Somebody else can understand how I feel. I appreciate that. Thank you. Secondly, to Kevin, the void she was trying to fill is in her panties. That's the void she was trying to fill. She
Yes,
found her a
sir.
thug. She found her a thug who just happened to be 13, but in her mind, all she saw was the gangsterism, and she went with it. And I know you can say it's hip hop, but it's not hip hop because that thug foolishness been around before black people was running music. That thug stuff been around when it was James Dean, when it was what's his name? What's that white man that played the Godfather?
Oh, Marlon Brando.
Marlon Brando. That gangster stuff been around. We just jumped on it late. We didn't get into the gangster stuff till late 70s, early 80s. That gangster image been around forever. Girls are running after bad boys for life. So it ain't black people. Cut that out. It ain't us. I don't know what's wrong with her. I don't know. You know what? I do know what's wrong with her. She's probably under the auspices of this agenda where women can't deal with adult men. So she's running to a child to see if she can mold him and got played by a boy. Think about that. She got played by a boy. He used her to get weapons, gave her penis, and then when she wouldn't give him no more weapons, dropped her and got her arrested. If she was a man, we would be calling her the simpiest simp of all time. How you get played by a prepubescent? He was 12 last year.
Man's keeping it P, preteen.
You feel me? How you get played by? Yo, I'm bugging. And guess what? Bet money. A couple years ago, he was putting a gun to his head like it was a phone, just like them dumbass other kids in that other
Oh
video.
yeah, from last week.
Oh my gosh, yo, humanity is over. I hope a meteor comes and wipes us off the planet. I don't understand why y'all still fighting for this. Humanity is over. It's a waste of time.
Mike, address that question from Cliff. That statement from Cliff.
I would tell Cliff that would have been good in the 80s. But I think now, if you go on YouTube and you look up cheating wife, you'll hear the stories. I just heard one today of a woman who her daughter was cursing out the husband and he didn't understand what was going on. And it turns out that from the time she was 12, she knew that he wasn't her real birth father, and they held it from him. And she's 20, and he keeps asking her, why are you going to this other college? Stay with the one in town. She's moving to the other college to go be closer to her birth father. Yeah. So it don't matter. It's the brokenness of humanity. These broken men and broken women that are running after these. Yo, my G, what can a 13-year-old do for you? Like, I'm bugged out. There's nothing a 13-year-old can do. Yo, he just getting hair. Like, I don't know, what can a 13, you ain't got no grown pubes. What can a 13-year-old do for you? I'm thrown. Hey, you know I like you in hats, Moon Goddess. You know I like
shout out the Moon Goddess in the building. Shout out to Bones. Kev, I want you to answer this statement from Michelle.
Hey man, let me finish flirting with Moon Goddess. I'm flirting with Moon Goddess. Why you hating?
She says, Kevin, stop saying this to public schools. Try not to forget how priests have molested little boys for decades.
Ooh.
This little boy probably felt like a player, but the boys molested, they are still suffering. Yeah, Kev and Michelle, like I'm gonna tell you, Michelle and Maria G, they be dropping that knowledge on the various shows throughout the week.
Kev
man.
J.
Oh yeah, well, you know Kevin J, but I can't wait for the day that Maria G and Michelle make their appearance on the panel. But Kev, I want you to deal with that before Wayne go in.
No, it's cool. I appreciate the rebuttal, Queen. And what's up, Nene? Golden Brown over there. Holy. Hey, what?
Nah, he talking to Moon Goddess.
Oh, my
bad.
Yeah,
I'm talking to both of them.
My bad. No, you not.
Hey, whoa.
Don't get shot. I'm trying to look out for you.
Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry.
He got weapons.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, never mind. All right, let me answer this question. Let me get serious. Okay, yeah, good question. But okay, so yes, priests do that as well. But I mean, as we see on this panel and as we've seen on the news all the time, teachers are going after kids, and I'm sure we all know the dudes that pull up to the high school, grown ass men talking to the little kids in the school. Like I said, I don't know what the answer is, but something definitely got to change. And if it's like separating the women and the men, or having like a universal uniform, or keeping seniors away from like the freshmen, something like that can try to keep these situations from happening, then yeah, that's why I'm saying something's got to change. Because if it's happening more often than not, then that means there is an issue. So that's what I'm saying.
Hey Kev, Dr. Mia always tells us, and Michael remember because he his memory better. She'll call it like the gene rape there. What is it, Mike? Where she always say that women that wear jeans get raped more. Like, so it's not the fact that wearing uniforms is going to keep them away from you, because women wearing jeans are getting raped. So it's like I forget her exact wording, but
That was pretty good.
Wayne, what you got on this, Wayne?
Oh man, I don't know what's going on, but no, I ain't got much. Like I say, I know we heard this story before. The thing that pisses me off about the culture is like stuff like, the whole Diddy situation went viral, right? And everybody was talking about Diddy, but you get something like, just like get a celebrity or whatever, but just period. I mean, stuff like this don't go viral when you talk about this stuff. So, just wanted to put it out there. I'm glad you posted it, but it happens all the time. You know what I mean? Because we think that a lot of times it's just the men that do this stuff, but these women be on one. I know I have friends that have stories of older women at a younger age. I have stories of older women at a younger age. So, I think I was middle school going into a freshman, man. This chick won't say to college, and yeah, it was crazy. But happens. So, I just want to put it out there because we always thinking that it's the men that go after the young girls, and but there you go. She was buying this man guns and stuff like that again, but didn't go viral on social media. Nobody talked about it. So
we have one more comment.
She's facing 40 years too, and I think the bulk of that is because of the guns.
Yeah, I mean, you buying the boy guns.
All of that is for the guns.
That's crazy.
But then that's the problem, Mike. That's the problem. If all of that is for the guns, because let that been a man.
Oh man, they'd have buried him. They'd have buried him. It'd have been all over TikTok. It'd have been all over Facebook, everywhere.
It'd have been 20 years for every character in the text.
For every bullet he getting 10 years. Every bullet in that gun. But that's all. I just wanted to share that. Yeah, all right.
By the way, I'm not gonna cap. From my own personal experiences, when it comes to older women, especially like late 30s, 40s, it's so easy to riz them. You talk to them, give them a couple compliments, and the go-to line they always do is like, "How old are you?" "Oh no, I'm old enough to be a."
What kind of riz?
I'm just saying. It'd be so easy.
13?
Hey man,
hey, he's not lying.
That's crazy.
Hey, Kev's crazy. Moon Goddess, what you got on this? I know you up here for the main event, but what you got on this? You got on your headphones now?
Well, I mean, I'm trying. Can y'all hear me?
Oh yeah, you sound nice and clear.
Right. See, right. I was a little muffled before, so I'm trying to set my game up a little bit. First off, let me just say, your wedding, y'all need to redo it because we had a ball at that reception. We danced, we had a good time. I was not busting it open for I know y'all was joking, but I was not busting it open for nobody. Okay.
I said you were itching to bust it open. I ain't say you did.
No, I wouldn't itch. We had a good time and roll the tape later on. There's a tape somewhere. Everybody had a good time. Anyway.
Let me see the tape of Moon Goddess.
Do you know they stole that, right? So somebody broke in our house and stole it. So I don't think there's a tape that exists of our wedding.
Well, we got some pictures. We got some pictures.
Yeah, we got tons of pictures.
Photos.
Hey, Trevor, go ahead and send me some copies of the Moon Goddess pictures.
First of all, this chick, she need to be locked all the way up for every bullet, every text, every whatever, because that's ridiculous. Leave these children alone. Leave these kids, let these kids be kids. Leave him alone. Point blank, period. She dead wrong. I wouldn't care if it was male nor female. There shouldn't be. I mean, there's always a double standard when it comes to men and women on every subject. However, right is right and wrong is wrong, and she's dead wrong. Like on, I can't even express it enough. She's dead wrong. She needs to be locked up. She need all 40 of them years plus whatever more, plus whatever they do to her in prison for messing with little boys. Like, she's just wrong. Period. Oh, and to Kev the maker, ain't no little boy finna come tell me at 45 nothing he finna whisper in my ear is gonna sound so good. And I'll be like, how old you is again? That ain't
exactly. Like what kind of
you meant like it can make sense. I'm sorry. No, but
good. Let a 29-year-old riz you up. I got you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
He's somebody.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Hey,
no, thank you.
Hey, Kev,
my daughter 23. My daughter about to be 24. Like, if I'm old enough to be your mama, come on now.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought that up because it's gonna go right into what we got coming up. So your daughter's gonna be 24, and last week we did a show. How old is too old? Legally, you at 45 could date an 18-year-old if you want.
Correct.
But
mentally, I'm not.
So okay, so is it because of the age difference, or is it because how close in age they are to your daughter?
Both. It's wrong. It's just wrong. It's just, I'm so sorry. I just don't think that an 18-year-old man is going to say anything to me at 45 that's going to make me fall head over heels in love and want to jump in a sack with somebody who is younger than my child.
Even I know exactly what you need to say.
What?
You need to go, hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
Hey, I'm glad that she said that it was wrong. So she said something very subjective there. She said it's wrong. So let's go back to last week. So last week we had an impassioned conversation. It was fantastic why we had to come back and do it again. I wish Wayne was here, but he's here now so he could fill in all the blanks because he did go back and listen to it. And I know there were some things that he had to say. So let me clarify what I was saying last week, just so there's no misunderstanding going forward. Never once was I saying legally there was anything wrong with it. That's not what I said, because legally Mike kept bringing it up. Hey, a lot of states consent, the age of consent is 16. You could legally be married at 18. What I was saying, and the only thing I ever stand on is, for me, is just wrong. I don't care about the legalities of it. I don't care if your dad signs off on it. I don't care about that. What I'm saying is, me at 42, I'm 43. Damn, I'm taking a year off. Me at 43, I have no business messing with somebody that much my junior. And that's the jump off point there for me. But Mike was making because he was trying to
MD was saying the marriage thing. Don't put that on me.
No, hold up, because Mike was trying to bait me last week, and he's still not going to bait me. But I wanted him to finish his point. But because like I say, we have different groups for each show that we do, and we were carrying on a conversation. And I think the only thing I disagreed with Mike on, this is the only thing, and I'm gonna just say it now because I want Mike to finish saying what he was saying.
Cap.
I disagree with the word grooming. I would say more so rearing. So, but before you say anything, do you think the teacher and the 13-year-old, you think she was grooming him?
No, I think he was playing her. I don't believe in grooming, bro. I don't think grooming it's just like what's that word that everybody uses now? Gaslighting. I think gaslighting is really you falling for it because you like the person. You falling for game because I think that's just the term they're trying to use. It used to be.
Explain that gaslighting to me though, because that's something new. That's new.
Gaslighting is supposed to be, and Moon Goddess, tell me if I'm wrong, because you're cooler than me, especially on Mondays. It's supposed to be somebody like the truth, right? But I'm using lies to distort to make you challenge the truth that you already know. So
To
if
make you feel crazy. Yeah.
to make you feel crazy. That's just getting played. That's just somebody running
Okay,
game
yeah.
on you.
So they just basically getting played a name.
Okay, but see, this generation, they
Okay.
like to say, you're gaslighting. No, you falling for game, boo-boo, just like grooming. There is no grooming. I don't even know what grooming or rearing is supposed to mean. If you're with somebody, you're trying to change them. That's what everybody does in a relationship. No one has ever been in a relationship and not tried to change the person. Every woman that has been with a man has been like, oh, baby, could you put the toilet seat down? That's trying to change him. He liked the toilet seat up. When he want to take a doo-doo, he put it down. Why you can't put it down? Because I fall in sometimes. Could you? Yeah, put that finger down. That's what I thought. So put it down. That's grooming somebody. If that's what y'all want to say, you're grooming that person to be more selective to your feelings. You're making them more amenable to the things that you like. That's in every relationship. It don't matter what age. It don't matter.
I get what you're saying when you put it like that. But
that's the only way it can be put.
But what I'm saying is we were talking strictly in terms of sex. I see your moon goddess. Hold on. We were talking strictly in the terms of sex.
And I asked you to give me an example then. What do these old men do to these young girls? Because let's keep it a buck. These young girls probably more sexually active than the old men. Keep it a buck. Them girls know the tricks. They done ran through Tyrone and them and had their little freaky deaky lessons because most of the chicks I messed with was way better than me. And I'm nasty. You know me for a while. I've been a nasty dude. You feel me? So I don't want to hear, oh, he was grooming her. Tell me what he was doing to her to make her feel weird. Give me examples. Please.
Okay. So,
don't worry. I'll wait.
No, so there's a scenario of somebody on YouTube that told a story a couple of months ago that he knew a child from, and this is like a 50-plus-year-old man. He knew a child when she was like 12. Okay. He knew her from she was 12. So he was probably like maybe 20 years older than her at the time.
Okay.
And he would always stay around and like give her money and stuff like that. Oh, here's a couple dollars to go to the store and this and that. And the minute she turned of age, is like, oh, well, I always looked at you as, you know what they like to say. Oh, she gonna be bad when she grow up. Like bro, that's predatory behavior, bro. Like
I 1,000% agree.
And now, hold on. And now he was married to said 12-year-old. She wasn't 12 when they got married, obviously, but he been planting the seed from she was a little kid. I look at that as he's grooming her. He's leaving the breadcrumbs. Hey, you need a quarter to go to the store. Back then, you could get stuff for $1. Hey, you need a quarter. Now it's like, hey, you need your Metro PCS phone bill paid. Here you go. Don't worry about that. Oh, you need this school trip paid for, bro. He's literally doing stuff, just dropping nuggets. Like
this is why it's difficult to talk to y'all. Because y'all are goalpost movers like a mug.
Unlike you all,
I can explain myself.
Just had a conversation.
No. Let me get my go ahead, move got it. Go ahead, move got it.
Had a conversation and don't try to this and that. We having a conversation.
That's hilarious because that's exactly what you did to me last week. When nobody
don't have to be. This is why I can't deal with y'all. No.
Well, let me speak then. Let me finish.
And hold
this
on,
is what I'm saying. When I said last week, I said specifically.
Up too.
Go ahead. What I said last week was specifically about adults. I said it. I said we ain't talking about no children. You guys saying when he get with a 20-year-old, he talking about no. I'm talking about adults, relationships. You can't have a relationship with a 12-year-old. When I say there's no such thing as grooming, I'm talking about adults. That's what I said. And if I said anything different, please show it.
No, he got his tune. Look at that time.
Please play it. If you can, matter of fact, I know me.
You got
so
your
well.
time.
I'm trying to talk. Stop talking. If I know me so well that I challenge any of you to go back and find where I said that it's not just an adult, because I always say it's an adult relationship. If you're talking to anybody that's a child, that's not a relationship. That's damn near verbal molestation. Like, let's keep it a buck. We were talking. That's why I said you're moving the goalposts. We were talking about adults. You guys were saying these 40-year-old men were messing with these 22-year-old women and grooming them. And I said you cannot groom an adult. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Prove that I wasn't saying that. You can't, because that's literally what I said. Thank you kindly. I don't even need the other 50 seconds because Moon got us like she about to wet her pants in
Hold
third
on.
grade trying to use the bathroom.
The only problem with that, Mike, when we initially started, we were talking about kids. So
correct. And I specifically said, I'm not talking about children. I said if you mess with a child, you deserve to be murdered.
Hold on. I want to see if this works. Hold on. Oh, crap. It doesn't. All right. Keep going.
I said if you mess with a child, you deserve to go to jail. I said if you mess with a child, I even said if you mess with a child under 15, you deserve to be murdered. If you mess with a 15-year-old, I'm going to beat your ass. That's what I said. I said I wouldn't try to throw nobody in jail because if my daughter's 16, she knew what she was doing. I'm going to beat her, and then I'm going to beat the brakes out of you with a bunch of my homeboys. But if you mess with anybody under that age, you deserve to be murdered. That's what I said. Those are my words.
So 16 is an adult for you, you said?
No, but I think at 16, you know whether or not you want to be having sex with somebody.
Okay.
So let me just
hold on. And y'all ain't gonna act like y'all don't see this clock, just for the record.
I see it.
How fresh this clock is. Go ahead, Moon Goddess.
All I'm saying is this. Mike, you're right. You did say what you said last week. No, we're not gonna stop right there because the disconnect is between you and Trevor. I was on what Trevor was on. I thought we were talking about children and grown adults. Okay, you were saying, oh, well, you know, if a 22-year-old and a 45-year-old, they're adults, they're consenting, they're whatever. Okay, great. You made some great points, but so did Trevor. That's where the disconnect is. We're talking about minor children, not adult children, minors under the age of 18, 17, 16, 15, whatever. That's what we were talking about. You're talking about 18 plus. That's the disconnect. So yes, I agree with you on what you're saying to an extent, but I also was on what Trevor was on, where at 16 years old, if my 16-year-old daughter, cousin, friend, whoever, neighbor down the street is trying to date a man in his 30s, he is grooming this little girl to manipulate her, to do whatever it is that he needs her to do to be for him. He is acting like a predator at that age if she is under the age of 18. That's all that we were saying.
I agree. If you know what? I think both of y'all need to go back and listen to that episode and see what y'all were doing.
And I listened to it today, and I had my child listen to it.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Hey, I like when you talk all aggressive to me and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Mike, can you? Because I know you're not going to agree. But
no, I agree with everything she said. But I'm going to say kind of.
When I told you last week that you were moving the goalposts, I said you moved the goalposts because you were taking it from what we were talking about, kids, and you moved it on to older people. And then I even went so far as to say, well, okay, then we'll eventually have to go there. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I'm gonna do this for you because both of y'all getting on my nerves. I'm going to go rewatch it again, and then I'm going to show you where it was not me who moved the goalpost. I think it was you, Trevor, but it might have been MD, but it was one of y'all that moved the goalpost and brought up older men grooming young adults. And I kept saying you cannot groom an adult. But I'm gonna go watch it, and I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna record it, and then I'm gonna send it to y'all.
Mike, didn't the conversation start at old and young because I played the Thelma clip with the 43-year-old man?
Of course it did, and we all agreed. That's what stopped it. Nobody disagreed when it came to children. I'll say it again. I said, if you touch anybody under 16 in my family, I'm killing you. That's what I said. So it was an agreement. I didn't move no goalposts.
Keela is a beast, boy. Keela went and put the damn show.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Top shelf.
Hey.
Top shelf wrench.
Wait, hold on. But let me ask this question, though. Get in
there, Wayne. Get in there, Wayne.
So this is the horseshit, right? It's like, okay, Kev, you just sat up here and talking about how easy it is for a 30-year-old woman to be raised by a 13-year-old, and you laughed about it and you kind of praised it, right? But then at the same time, y'all sit up here and tell me that a 16-year-old, 17-year-old is being groomed by a 30-year-old. So you telling me that 16 or that 17-year-old don't know what they're doing, or they're not also attracted to that older guy. She's just being manipulated because she's a female. But if it was a male at 13, is Riz?
No.
You starting to
horse shit. This is the I have to listen to.
I just said that.
This is the horse shit. But go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Because that's horse shit.
Well, you can't say nothing about Mike.
That is the same thing.
Hashtag stop moving the goalposts.
How can you sit up here and say because it's a female, she's being groomed and manipulated by a 30-year-old, but yet a 13-year-old boy is Riz, it's game, it's easy to manipulate a 30-year-old woman? It's bullshit. I'm not gonna buy that. I'm not gonna buy it. You're not gonna sit up here and give a female all this empathy and say, well, she's being manipulated and she don't know what she's doing. When I went to high school, and when I went to Dilla High School and saw women out there running after dudes with rims and tires and cars, I don't want to hear it. When chicks was 16, 17 going after the dudes, if he had money, he was older and mature, she's going after him. You ain't finna sell me that. I'm sorry.
But
so
Wayne, this where you move the goalpost though. Does it make it right?
Nah, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
That was my whole point. It don't make it right.
What I'm saying is, my point is, don't tell me that the girl is being manipulated and the boy has Riz. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. I ain't buying it.
Bro,
yeah, I hate
where
that.
I said this exact same thing.
Come on, man.
And they hated me, and they had to have a whole part 2 because I was saying this. Wayne get a bomb. Trevor hater. Trevor a hater. Just admit, Trevor's a hater. Y'all see it. I know y'all see it. I'm not crazy.
I'm just saying.
I promise I'm not crazy.
Wayne is making perfect sense. Wayne, you.
Oh my God!
No, for real. No, but Mike, you didn't say that.
I hate all of y'all. I hate all of y'all.
Hey, Mike gonna lose his mind.
I hate all of y'all. I'm going home.
I'm going to cook your eggs and grits and bacon in the morning. Like, come on now. That's not what
I hate all of y'all. I hope all of y'all get toe jam in your food.
That's fine.
I hope all of y'all get dandruff in your ankle meat.
No, Wayne is right because, like I said in the beginning, just to piggyback off of what he said, when I said, right is right and wrong is wrong. I wouldn't care boy or girl if it's a child. I don't care male or female, by now, whatever y'all go by now. If it's a child under the age, they should not be messing with no adult, male nor female should be attacking children, period. Let these kids be kids.
I don't even know what's going on. It feels like I'm in another universe. Like I don't understand what's happening. I'm confused. Am I Mike? Am I still me?
You're in the Mike verse because you don't make sense.
I'm in the twilight. Like I don't understand what's happening.
Get in there, Kev.
I don't know what's going on. I'm so confused.
I would like to ask you guys to stop moving the goalpost. What I was saying is that, what I was saying before in the last show is that it's all about the mindset. So yes, I agree with Nini when she says right is right, is wrong is wrong. It's because with especially a high schooler, they're not going to have the life experience or the knowledge as someone who is in their 20s, who's in their 30s, who's in their 40s, etc. So it's easy to manipulate them, which gives away their freedom of choice. Now, yes, you can argue that okay, they know what they're doing because if they're talking to someone older, or if they're looking out for whatever activity is looking out. But I mean, okay, but they're kids. Kids are going to do some stupid things. That's why you have parents to help guide them in the right direction. And with teenagers, they're of course going to go based off their hormones, right? You feel that pressure, you're going to go act on it. Now, there should be the adult in the situation to say, hey, listen, kid, this isn't the right thing to do. You should go talk to somebody your own age. That's what I'm saying. Now with the whole 16, is that too old? Is that too young? That's debatable because there's states with laws saying, that the age of consent is 16 or whatever. But all I know is for me, and I know for me and for everybody else, if any grown-ass man is talking to your 16-year-old or talking to them at 15, planting seeds and stuff like that to your 15-year-old daughter or son, you'd have a problem with that. So that's where I'm coming from. I don't know where all these goalpost moving is coming from, but yeah, that's what I think.
Hey, Mike, I want to hear from you. Mike, you say, okay, because I don't want to misquote you, because now you're gonna say, well, you've been doing that the whole night, but whatever. So you say this often. I've heard you say this a lot last week. Tell me what is your thing when you say the difference between 16 and 18? Because I don't want to misquote you. Say what you say.
No, what I say, is it still Earth?
Nah.
Yeah, I know. I'm confused.
We long past planet Earth, buddy.
Okay. This is what I say. I say mental development as far as maturity, sexually, things of that nature. I think there's not a big difference between 16 and 18. But there is a big difference between 14, 15, and 16. I'm just telling you what I've seen in my life.
I'm sorry.
Don't interrupt.
You call it what you say. You can call it what you want. This is what I'm saying.
Don't interrupt them, because I want to ask him something. You know, I got.
No, he wants me to say something so he can try to stab me in the throat when I'm not paying attention. That's fine. So when 15-year-olds, they're, to me, and this is all personal belief, 15-year-olds they're closer to, I guess, Legos. I'm trying to make a picture for you guys to see. They're closer to Legos, to anime, to not anime because adults do that, but cartoon. They're closer to that than 16-year-olds. 16 is really, I'm out trying to date. I'm at the mall every week. I'm out here trying to, you know what I'm saying? To me, 16 is that age. 16 is the age when girls was jumping the fence to go holla at college dudes. 16 is the age when dudes was prowling around trying to get sex. So to me, 16 is close to 18 as far as mentality. 15 is closer to still being a kid, in my mind. I'm gonna repeat this. That does not mean that I think adult men should be sleeping with 16-year-olds. All that means to me is that if you touch my 15-year-old daughter, I'm going to kill you. If you and my 16-year-old daughter are sleeping together, I'm gonna get you jumped. But I probably won't try to get you locked up unless you're like 30. If a dude is like 20 and he's hollering at my 15-year-old, I'm gonna try to kill you. If you're 20 and you're hollering at my 16, 17-year-old, I'll probably just get you messed up. Because in my mind, that she's not being coerced. She's a willing participant. Because I know what girls were doing at 16. I know what girls are doing at 16 now. And if we keep it like all the way a buck, it's probably younger now. 16 is my generation. Now it's probably younger because I don't want to talk about that. But to me, in my heart, 16, if my daughter is 16 and a 20-year-old messing with her, I'm probably just going to be like, bruh, you know she's 16, bro. Like, what we doing? But I'm not going to call the cops to try to get them locked up. That's my point. And that's all I'm saying. Now come hang me.
Go ahead, Moon Goddess, because I saw you putting your finger. Oh, you don't want to mess with that one? No, go ahead.
Here's the thing. I hear what you're saying, and that's just Mike's opinion. Okay, so Mike, you can have that opinion. All I'm saying is, when you think about the maturity of a 20-year-old versus the maturity level of a 16-year-old, I'm assuming we're talking about a 20-year-old male, because I'm going to use your example, and your 16-year-old daughter. There's no way that you can sit here and tell me that, and I've heard you say things about your daughter and raising her and all these things, and I've gotten, just a little bit of what it's like to know Mike as a father. But for you to sit up here and tell me that you're going to be okay with a 20-year-old who is almost legal drinking age to take your 16-year-old out, you're just gonna say, bro, what we doing?
He didn't say that. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
What did you say?
Nobody heard me say that. Nobody heard me say that.
So what did you say?
Did anybody but her hear me say that?
Okay, so what did you say?
You were right. Oh Lord, I'm gonna go home.
Relax.
I want my mommy. I want my mommy. I don't understand why I'm speaking English and nobody hears me.
I'm asking for clarity.
Wayne, you heard me, right?
I'm asking for clarity.
Yeah, I
I'm
heard
still
you clear, but
asking for
he
clarity.
didn't say
I'm
he didn't
still
say he was
asking
okay
for
with it.
clarity.
He didn't say he was
So
okay
what
with
did
Clear
he
it
say?
up,
He didn't
Mike.
say he
Clear it
wasn't.
up.
He didn't say he wasn't okay with it. He just said,
Yes,
"Bro,
he
what
did.
are we
Oh
doing?"
my
No, he
God.
said no. He did
Yes,
say
he
that we was
did.
jumping.
Okay.
He
What
did
did he
say.
say?
He said that we was
yo.
jumping.
Then maybe
Yeah,
I
he
missed it.
did say.
I'm asking a question. Can you give me clarity?
Oh,
Stop
sorry.
screaming and
Oh,
hollering. Jeez,
oh Lord. No, I want to scream and holler.
calm down.
All right,
Get it
calm
together. It
I
ain't
am
that
down.
calm, but
deep.
I want to scream. Now see, I can't even have
No,
emotions. See, a
no, he
man
was
can't have
saying
emotions. See,
Just can you please clarify? I'm just asking for clarity, please.
but if I said it the first time and you ain't hear it, how you gonna hear it the second time?
Okay, then I don't care. Go ahead, and I'm gonna roll with what I had.
It be like
I
that
asked for
sometimes.
clarity. I'm gonna roll what I
It
had. Go ahead.
be like that sometimes. Okay, think I'm a sick bastard. That's cool.
Wayne.
I'm cool with it.
But now he was saying that he'd have a problem with it, but he could understand if a 20-year-old holler at his 16-year-old, basically.
No, not that he would
say the rest.
understand. He didn't say
He did
would
not say that
understand.
either.
He said that he would. So if it was a 20 versus 15, he'd off him. If it was 20 versus 16, he'd be like, bro, what you doing? And then we'd have to jump him.
Yeah, his understanding.
Thank you. Somebody
I didn't
listen.
hear the jumping part. I didn't hear the jumping part. That's all.
Oh my! I said it 4 times.
Thank you, Trevor, for clearing that up.
Oh, I said it 4 separate times. I said me and the homies gotta jump him.
Oh my god!
You talk too fast. Holy.
No, I don't. If I talk too fast, Trevor wouldn't have just said what the hell I said.
Hey, I don't know how the hell Mike could keep up this pace for so long.
Bro, you don't understand. This is my life. My whole life I've been dealing with this. I say one thing and people tell me I'm saying something different. And then I record it and I play it back for them and they tell me that ain't what you said, but I recorded it. I'm saying it again on recording. That ain't what I heard. What you heard ain't my fault. I didn't do it. But I get blamed for it. And then next week they're gonna say Mike saying 16-year-olds should bust it open for everybody 20. That's what's gonna be up next week. Oh Lord, I'm eating my salad. I'm eating my salad.
So let's go here. So we all pretty much agree on the same thing, as far as 18 and at our age, it's pretty much off limits. So let's go deeper down this rabbit hole now. And this is the part of the show where if you people in the audience can't take certain things, I suggest that you exit right now. So everybody here is a watcher of the adult entertainment, I assume, correct?
I try not to, but it's hard.
Did Mike leave?
No.
No, he's still there.
I'm not really mad. What's wrong with y'all?
So everybody,
Mike, I didn't mean it.
So everybody here is a partaker at some point of the adult entertainment, correct? I mean, don't even kid yourself.
Yeah.
Correct,
All right.
correct.
And we know the average age of the stars ain't 40 plus. It's more like 18 to 25. So we don't see a problem in that. I'm just asking.
Sir,
if you want to be an adult, he or she.
If you want to be honest, the average age of acting period is in the 20s.
Okay, leave it at the 20s then. So you 40, 50-year-old man or 40, 50-year-old woman looking at these 20-year-olds sexually. In that regard, you yourself aren't touching them physically, but you're still watching them in the act. Is there an issue with that?
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna say it slower because apparently I can't communicate a la Moon Goddess.
Oh God, let it go.
No. Okay. So there's 2 things when it comes to this. Okay, 2 separate things. And stop rolling your eyes. 2 separate things. One, I will bite you. One, they are sexual athletes. Okay, just like we watch football and they coming straight out of college or sometimes straight out of high school, they're adults, but they're in their prime, right? Everybody likes to act like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that because I'll get hell for that. But that's when people are in their prime. You're in your prime from 18 to 29. That's supposed to be our prime human years. So that's when you want to. That's what people want to fantasize about. You're not going to be. I don't care what people say. How much you love somebody. When you're 68, you're not going to be like, boy, let me get that geriatric porn. It's not going to happen. That's not going to be what it is. Like, I don't know why y'all try. Everybody want to front and be like, oh no, I love old Bessie, but that ain't what you're watching.
That's grandma porn out there.
I didn't say it wasn't, but that ain't. I guarantee you, it ain't popping. I guarantee you, it ain't number one on the Forbes list. Is what I'm trying to say.
Have you seen Joe Smith's wife? Her Instagram page is booming, and her Twitter.
Yeah, I'm done. Y'all have a good night. I quit.
I'm just saying. There's literally legendary porn stars out there like Pinky. Pinky's still doing her thing.
But Kev, you're not understanding what we're saying here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Talk too fast.
I hate you so much.
We get it. We get it. What I see where he's going. Like Cliff says, just turning fresh 18. I don't know. Is that a genre? I don't know. What does that mean?
Yes, it's a genre.
Okay.
They like to get girls the day they turn 18, and they're like, "Ooh, bro, I don't know why we acting. If the legal age is turned to 21, it would be fresh 21s. If the legal age was 16, it'd be fresh 16s. Everybody like to look at younger women. Even women like to look at younger women. My lesbian homegirls love looking at them young tight girls. I don't think anybody here is acting. You do a wrestling show with us on Wednesday, and you hear what I say on Wednesday. So I mean, and most of them, they're all younger than me. So it's not like. And the dudes. Same thing with dudes.
What I'm saying is we're doing this show because you got people. See, what I try to do here is just try to make everybody just come out of their shell and be like, hey, this is how it really is versus this is how you pretend that it is.
I live my life outside of the box and the shell. I'm honest about all my weird frivolities. So I'm good on that area. But all I'm saying is I'm cool with people looking. That was going to be the second point. Looking, you can't stop looking, and I don't think you should. Because when I'm old, I want to look. Everybody knows, if you ever talk to me about being old, I'm going to be that nasty man in a nursing home. Talking trash to the nurses. Hey, girl, I see you with that little thing dragging. I can't wait to be that old nasty dude. Sorry. As long as it's an adult woman, don't tell me nothing. Leave me alone. Let me be creepy and let me ride. Thank you very much.
Wayne, what you got, Wayne? I don't like when you quiet.
No, I'm listening. I'm letting everybody ride out. No, yeah. I mean, if the legal consent is 18, I mean that's the industry, man. That industry is kind of tough to because they match people up with everybody a lot of times. So you got old porn, you got old and young.
You got midget.
Yeah, you got BBWs with slim guys.
You got stepsisters,
big guys with slim
stepmoms.
girls. Yeah, so they just throwing it all around. So I mean, people watch it, and if it's legal, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They consider you grown at 18, I guess. Well, not the drink, but do they still have the 18 porn? I don't know.
Sir, it ain't ever going anywhere, bro. Them old white men
love. They do. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah, I mean that right there that's a whole nother world. That's a different world. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's legal, I mean,
you cannot legislate freaky, bro. I don't know why people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I can't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Those women ain't being forced.
I like how the conversation just grind to a screeching halt. So Cliff says,
I'm the only one that's willing to be disgusting. I'm
Cliff
fine
says
with my
the big example is the catch.
No, I don't have a problem with. I mean, I watch porn and I don't have a problem with it. That's the
fine. Thing. Bro, I can name you off my young porn stars that I think are bad.
Yeah, let's not do that because I don't want them getting.
I'm not going to. I said I could. I
don't want them getting no pub. They're not paying me.
I can name the older ones, but do I want to date any of them? No, I want to date Moon Goddess.
Mike, she's taken. I'm sorry.
Oh, you in there already? My bad, bro. All right,
Cliff says the big example. Cliff says the big example is the Catch Me Outside girl. So okay, so the Catch Me Out, what's her name? Like Bad Barbie or Bad Baby, something like that. So when that girl got famous for the Catch Me Outside thing, I think she was like 15 years old. And the minute she turned 18, because I saw the story, the minute she turned 18, I think they say she may have broke OnlyFans, or she may have broke P-Hub, something like that. The amount of people, that signed up just to see her.
Yep.
So we're not gonna act like, well, I don't act like it's not there. That's not my whole conversation has never been like this don't exist. 15, 16-year-old girls ain't hot in the ass. My conversation has never been that. My conversation has strictly been, as the old man, is it cool to be chasing the young woman? That's, or vice versa. That's always been my conversation. So
it's not cool to chase them. It's cool to look at them. You could be old and sit in the mall and watch them walk by wearing their little thought pants, and you'll be fine. Just don't touch them.
I don't know. Me personally, I think
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is fair game.
Go ahead.
Yeah, me personally, I think 18 is fair game. You know, they're adults legally and physically, so I mean, they have the right to do whatever they want. I think it's weird if you're super old and they're like, you know, freshly turning 18 that you're gonna go after them. But I mean, yeah, you old enough to go into military, you old enough to drive. I mean, yeah, you old enough to make the decisions. And yeah, the same with porn. You old enough if you're 18, you're old enough to get into the porn industry and take off your clothes and do these acts. So yeah, I think it's fair game all around when it comes to that.
I don't know why people acting like it's a big, like you're legal. If you're the only people who make it a big thing, sorry, Moon Goddess, I apologize. Seems to be black women, because they love and I ain't talking about her because I've not heard her say it yet, but I've heard many black women say it. You know, I got to put my qualifiers out there. That, oh, look at him hollering at a 20-year-old. You damn near pedophile. And it's like, what? No, he's not. That's not what it means.
It's not just black women; they're just the vocal minority.
There you go.
Maybe.
There you go. Moon God is getting.
I gotta defend my
team. It again, like I said, there's always going to be a double standard on something. So when it comes to the porn industry, yes, some of these, you know, young and hot and with the old and whatever, there's so many different aspects and things that they pair together. So is it wrong that we're watching these 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old girls with other women and or men or everybody together? Probably, but it's legal. So yes, we watch it. It gets to be real taboo and very frowned upon when it's illegal, when you know that they are 16 years old and they're making these OnlyFans pages. It gets to be real illegal when they're younger than that and they have, you know, on these sites with the foot fetishes and the knees and the toes and all these other things. Like it's not cool to do it, but you're not acting upon anything. You're watching it when it's legal. When it becomes underage and it's illegal, yeah, no, that's a no for me. Yes, there's going to be older men and older women in the mall, in the store, even at church. I remember being 15 years old and my grandparents were very religious and we weren't allowed to wear pants. We couldn't have our nails colored. We couldn't do anything that would attract male attention, and it did not matter. There were older men in the church that would make slick little comments and say certain things and not just, you know, little things that could be taken out of context. I knew good and well the way that brother such and such was looking at me was not right. So it's always going to be, you know, the question of, yeah, they're not legal, but we're watching them. Okay, yeah, watching porn and then acting upon, you know, certain things when kids are when they're kids and not of age, it's just wrong. It doesn't matter how you put it, it's wrong.
I agree. I thought I said that, but I agree.
It wasn't about you, Mike. Stop making everything about you. He
Hey,
asked Mike,
Mike,
got
Mike,
to a
just, Mike,
I'm
Mike got.
talking to. I just want to make sure people hear me because
Yeah,
y'all said
Mike
y'all don't
just.
understand what I'm saying.
If y'all haven't learned Mike's shtick yet, Mike wants you to start off everything with Mike said this first.
No,
Kev,
you can say Mike is right at the end.
Kev, get in there, Kev, because I just okay. Let me. Do you guys know of a person named Tracy Lords? I think that's her name. You know what she's
Tracy
famous
Lords.
for, right?
Yep.
Not really.
At 15 years old, she basically fooled the entire industry. She got into the industry at 15. And even when people found out that she was 15, her tapes became the highest selling because you had these old who keep falling off. You had these guys even knowing that so it's one thing if you don't know, but then when you know, to be actively trying to seek out all her tapes is another thing. So
all right, hold on. Let me ask you a question then, Trevor. Did you watch the R. Kelly tapes?
No.
I wanted to say that. Dang it.
You might be the only person who didn't.
Never.
You might be the only person who didn't because everybody I know did.
Never.
And when you find out how old she was, dudes were still watching it.
Never.
So them dudes are the ones that got to answer.
And
I had to burn mine because I got scared I was going to jail. I had to burn mine.
And that's a God honest truth. Never, because I don't just because stuff like that to me is weird. Just peeing on people and stuff like that. That's not my.
If you
thing.
not getting peed on, what's the problem?
It doesn't matter. There's certain things I don't like looking at. There's just certain things I don't like looking at.
I respect it. I have a saying. I gotta experience it 2 times before I say I don't like it. So I gotta at least see it a couple times. I've never been peed on, and I don't plan on ever getting peed on. But I'll watch it.
You know. Nah, I don't even want. Never mind. I was gonna say that. Never mind.
Ask away. I am.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
I wasn't gonna ask you. No, I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it.
Don't do it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Speak your mind. Why you being soft?
Michelle said, no, because I had to worry about the integrity of the channel. What I'm trying to do over here. Michelle,
hit me up later then.
Michelle is saying, was Kim K and Ray J young?
No, they just looked young.
I'm assuming they were 18, correct? Or else they wouldn't.
They were in their 20s. They were grown.
They were over. 20s, they were
they wouldn't be able to put that out. Just
Ray J just hit it first.
Huh?
Ray J just hit it first. That was a joke. Never mind.
He was just the first one to get it published.
Facts. Talk, yo.
Yo,
where we going out, yo? Like, you know
let's be clear.
They got a restaurant. I heard they got a nice little restaurant in Lauderdale. What's up, guys? I'm saying.
Go ahead, Trevor. Go ahead, Trevor. I'm not doing this with you.
Hey, y'all done turn this into the dating game.
This is not y'all. This is Mike. This is not y'all.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Little outfit.
So we so Moon Goddess said that her daughter's 24. So the last thing she's gonna do is be messing with somebody that's 24 years old or younger, sheerly because of the age of her daughter. But I remember last week, and you could have been saying it tongue in cheek, but you made mention to like younger guys being able to put it down better. And so I don't know, where you just...
Well, no, I didn't say younger guys could put it down better. What I was saying was how we were referencing how older men are going after younger women. So when I came on, I was saying that I remember when I was like in my 20s dating a guy that was 9 years my senior. And I understand why some women now being 45, you're dating men in your age. Well, I'm dating men in my age group. And just to be fair, erectile dysfunction is happening. So I can understand why women are going to younger men, because I didn't say, 25 or whatever, but whatever their younger, phase is, I get it, because, you're 45, you want to get it in. And if the men that you're dating, it's not working, then what are you supposed to do? Right. So yeah, they do go the younger route. Me personally,
love and connection.
I knew this was gonna get Wayne, because I got to get Wayne.
Go ahead.
Wayne mentioned this. Can
I ask you a question?
No,
love and connection.
You absolutely can.
How many guys have you, and honest, older guys around your age or older, have you dealt with that had a dysfunctional machine?
A lot.
Give me a number out of. Just give me a number.
Give you an
I'm talking about you.
Me personally,
Who you dealt with? Who you dealt with that didn't have a machine that wasn't working?
Being single.
Yeah.
For the last 3 years, maybe 2.5, something like that.
Yeah.
If I've dated 6 guys, at least 3 of them.
You just said if.
I don't know. I can't. Okay.
See, that's what
I got to do a count. Okay. I've dated 6 guys,
come on.
and out of the 6 guys that I've dated, 3 of them have had issues.
So you dated 6 guys.
I've dated 6 guys.
And y'all went, all 6 guys, y'all went to 4th base, and 3 of them couldn't.
You don't have to go to 4th base, but yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
You can get a man aroused just by kissing. You can get a man aroused by touching.
Nah.
You don't have to go all the way to 4th base.
Nah.
Nah, what?
Or kissing on the table at a nice restaurant.
Kiss. I mean, sometimes kissing. I mean, sometimes with some guys, kissing don't get them all the way right there. Did it does. Sometimes certain things get a guy going. I'm just saying. So those 6 guys, you went all the way bucky naked, and they couldn't get it going. Kissing. Come on. Every guy don't get hard.
Here's the thing about erectile dysfunction. You can get it up. It just don't stay up. Here's the thing about erectile dysfunction. Yeah.
Yes. What I'm saying, I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
You're asking me.
Y'all went. Y'all went. You said
out of the men I went all the way with, bucky naked. All the men I went bucky naked.
And 3 of them could. And 3 of them couldn't get going.
They can't perform.
Out of the 6.
Out of the 6.
And y'all went all the way.
All the way.
Yeah.
It's an interrogation. What's going on?
I don't know. And he told me to be honest and answer the question. I'm being honest and I'm answering the question.
That's why you need a young 29-year-old.
I don't think that means anything. I don't think that means anything for you to just clarify and say, all right, well, the reason we date younger guys is because the older guys can't get it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't think. I just don't think that's enough to say that.
I said why women are being called cougars. I understand why, because when you're dating a man that's in the age group that I'm in, not all of them work like they should be working. Now, there's other things that lead up to that. I think what?
You think for based on your experience, that's enough to just determine that's why women are dating down. That's why.
One reason. That's why.
I don't think that's
Viagra is in every gas station. That's why Viagra, like Blue Chew,
y'all got this honey and Hennessy and all these other things that are
women got stuff too. Women got stuff.
I'm not saying they don't. I'm not saying just men. I'm just
women
saying.
got shit too to keep them.
You're right. And you're right, because I have several friends, female friends, who are having problems when it comes to sex, and they can't get aroused either. But I'm
right, and that's what I'm saying. And that's my point. My point is that I think it happens, right? I think it happens, but I don't think that's. Thank you, Cliff. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it's enough to say that. Like that's the excuse. That's the majority of excuse for a black woman, or older black woman.
No, I never said that.
Like what I'm saying is, men ain't saying, well, we like to date younger because the older women we deal with, they don't get wet. You know what I'm saying? I just think it's just.
But that might be a problem.
I just think it's a snag. I just think it's a snag. I think it's a snag at black men to say this is for a reason for us to be dating now.
It's not.
Motherfuckers ain't getting hard. I just don't think that happens enough. Because one minute we slinging dick everywhere. We can't keep our dick in our pockets, and then the next thing it don't even work. I just think that's just.
Listen,
the food that a lot of black people eat.
But if you really do some for real research, we all know that ED is real. It's everywhere. There's commercials.
It's real.
It's $1 billion,
but not enough to say.
I used to work in a doctor's office. I know the amount of prescriptions that go out for real ED problems. This is not something I'm just making up to down a black man. I love black men.
Talk to him.
Period. I'm just saying.
Point blank. I'm not
Here's
trying,
my
and
point.
I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Get it
I've
up.
been in a relationship where I was trying, regardless of the issue that was happening, I still stayed up and stood strong as long as I possibly could because I loved my black man. However,
It's important.
However, I have needs too. So when you move
Mhm.
on and you're looking for better, when that relationship dissolved and you're moving on and you're looking for whatever my next relationship might be, you're trying to, I'm going to tell you, sex is important for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but in a relationship, it's important for me. So if that's not working, then me and you ain't going to work. That's just what it is.
I like Jolly Ranchers.
I just don't think it's it happens, but not enough to sit up there and say, "Well, this is why we dating down." I think that's crap. I think it is.
So then, can I ask you a question? Why do you feel?
Because I mean, what I'm saying is, pick a side.
No, I hear
right?
what you're saying.
Pick a side. Either we slinging dick everywhere, or we just can't get hard. Pick a side.
I don't know.
I can't, because not everybody is on that. Not everybody. Some people are slinging dick everywhere, and some of y'all men are not.
But to say,
I can't pick a side because half the time.
But to say the reason that we're dating down is because the men
I never
our
said
age
y'all are
can't get
dating
hard.
down. Nope.
Well, that's one of the reasons.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
See how I
But
feel?
let me ask you this. So why do you think that there are so many quote unquote cougars out there? What is your take on that?
Because they can groom boys.
Wayne, I'm talking to Wayne.
Cougars. I don't think it's a lot of cougars out there. I don't think a lot of young boys are looking at older women like that. That ain't the nature of boys. If
They
you're 25,
Wayne, I don't know about that.
no, I don't think.
No,
I
let
don't
him
think
answer.
so.
Let him
Yeah,
answer.
let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
Yeah, let me finish.
Yeah.
I don't think the majority. I don't think the average 25, 28-year-old is looking at a 45-year-old woman like, yeah, I got to get some of that. I got to get that. I don't think that's the average. I think the 25, 28-year-olds looking at the girls his age and a little younger. I don't think they're going after the cougars like that, to be honest with you. I think the cougars might want a younger guy.
Cliff nailed it right there. There you go, right there.
Who wants to wear the pants in a relationship?
The women.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think the cougars are. I don't think the cougars are in style like that. I don't think so. I think the cougars should play. I think the cougars should go after more guys their age, but because I don't think they're more successful at getting younger men. Yeah, are there some cases here and there? Yeah, but these young boys ain't looking at these older women like that.
Wayne.
I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, name an athlete or a rapper right now how many of them got older women versus women their age or younger? Like, let's be clear.
Diddy, R. Kelly. Do I need to keep
R. Kelly younger? That's why I said younger.
That's why he's
I'm talking about younger guys.
No,
I'm talking about younger athletes, rappers. How many of them going after women that are older than them? Like,
They
I'm
date
just saying.
porn stars and scallywags. That's a bad example.
Who?
They date porn stars and scallywags. That's a bad example.
LeBron James' wife is a porn star scallywag. Jay-Z wife. Jay-Z wife. Dr. Dre, Ice Cube.
Jay-Z's wife, she was underage.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Stephon Curry. Like how Lil Baby. His girlfriend, she's a scallywag.
Baby porn star.
Man, who?
His girl's a
Lil
porn
Baby
star.
girlfriend is a porn star.
Zion Williamson, he with Mariah Bell.
I ain't say Zion. I'm talking about real actual relationships. Steph Curry, his wife a porn star scallywag.
But I can't speak
Patrick
to
Mahomes, his wife.
I'm talking about regular, everyday people that
Jalen Hurts' girlfriend. I'm just saying these young guys.
But that's celebrities. I'm talking about everyday people.
What I'm saying is, because we can all identify because we all know these people. That's what I'm saying. Like if I went personal, y'all wouldn't say. If I said TJ, y'all wouldn't know who that is. I'm just saying, look at the younger guys in the industry. They ain't going after no cougars. So I'm just saying, like I just think that it's not a
true, Michelle.
I mean, again, 1%, 2%.
Get in there, Mike, because I hear Mike keep trying to jump in.
Go ahead, Mike.
I was gonna it was gonna be a joke, but somebody just texted me, so I need to say this. Moon Goddess knows I'm joking. I am not harassing her.
Oh my God.
She is my friend. She is my
Are you
friend, and this is
serious?
just a
We
bit.
good. Yes. Whoever
It's a
texted, I
bit.
promise you, we good. We good. We good.
It's a bit we do where I flirt, and then she says no. It's just supposed to be funny.
We good. Yes, we good.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, me
And
too.
Wayne, them dudes be after them older chicks for them PS5s.
They don't, not
And,
like
That's
that,
how
bro.
they get them, bro.
The
I'm
and them
young
telling you.
girls,
sneakers.
the young girls
And those
buying them.
sneakers.
The young
And
girls
those
buying
Yep.
them.
sneakers.
The
And
young
the,
girls
and the
buying them.
Jordans,
She said
and the
young girls.
Jordans,
The young girls buying them. The
So
young girls.
Wayne,
them girls
let
ain't
me
got
ask
no
you.
money.
Well,
Shit.
so
Okay.
we a couple of weeks ago, I started ripping off a bunch of celebrities that we were talking about, like Nia Long and Sanaa Lathan and all these are all women in their 50s, Regina Hall, Regina King. And we were talking about how beautiful they look and blah blah blah. A lot of them much better than these 20 and 30-year-old women. You don't think some young guy would see them and be like, damn, I want them instead. Like
as a fetish, as far as like, man, I used to see her in the movie. She was my childhood crush or something like that.
Okay, Wayne, take it off. Okay, because I see where you're going. Take it off of celebrity. Less okay, Shaka's
It's a fine Instagram girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Moon Goddess is on the panel. Let's talk about, you've seen her before in person. You haven't, I don't think you've seen her recently, but you've seen her in person before. And if you know her age, because I can say my wife's 43, but my wife looks better than half the 20-year-olds walking around. I always say she's thicker than racial tension in America. Like, her body is put together perfectly and everything like that. So some young 18-year-old will see her and be like, dang, boy, she without knowing how old she is, because you can't look at her and tell how old she is. You could assume, because you're gonna look at her and be like, damn, she fine. She look like she could pass for 20 or 30 or something like that. That's all I'm saying. So we can't just be like, oh, no young guys is looking at these older women. They absolutely are.
Shout out to Michelle. What Michelle just said is a fact.
I'm not saying there aren't cases, but a lot of time, most of the time, it's a fetish. It's a fetish thing. Because the average 25, 24-year-old boy is not looking at a 35, 40-year-old woman saying, yo, I want a relationship with that. A lot of times it's a fetish. Come on, let's just be real. We saw, hey, Miss Parker, that was a fetish. Them guys was as a fetish, but they wanted young girls. I mean, so that's just the nature of young boys. That's just not even the nature of younger boys. I mean, yeah, as an experience and as a fetish, yeah. But talking about pursuing as a relationship as something serious, that's not a typical thing. That's a 1 or 2, 3% thing that happens when it comes to younger men. Now, for younger girls, it's different. A lot of times, younger girls, sometimes they go after guys their age, but they prefer a younger, mature guy, more established. You know what I mean? So, I just think it's different with young boys. I mean, again, that's why I use celebrity, because that's what we can all identify and see. Okay, we can actually look at that. There are not a lot of cases where you see a young athlete or a young rapper with older woman. Come on, man. I mean,
but Wayne, I'm gonna have to use your line against you. You judge us by, and not necessarily the worst of us, but you're taking a minute percentage. How many of us are rappers, are entertainers, are?
Well, I just said that we can identify. Let's go personal, right? When I was 25 and my friends was the same around age with me, we wasn't going after older women. Now, if we so happen to run across one and sex was good, I've been with an older woman sexually, and the sex was good, it was dope, all that stuff, but I wasn't talking about pursuing a relationship with her at all. So, and the guys that I hung around with, it was the same situation. They had experience with older women, cougars, 40 years old. Hey, man, it was a fetish. You didn't take her serious. It was the girls around our age or younger that we was after when we was boys. Even in college, I went to college. We wasn't freshmen or sophomores going after the upperclassmen. It was the upperclassmen. Look, my first experience sexually in college was with a senior. I think she was a junior or senior. I was a freshman. She was in the sorority and all that. I thought that was dope, and I thought that was the experiences was dope, but my girlfriend ended up being somebody closer to my age, who I took serious. And that's how I was when we was freshmen in college. It's the same thing.
Mike, you had a lot younger, the older women. You saw it as a fetish?
Damn, I have a joke here, but I'm afraid to say it now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, kind of, because I was 18 and I was messing with a 40-year-old when I was at Florida State. So yeah, you wasn't trying to date him. I wasn't trying to date him. I was just trying to see if my 18-year-old game could pull her.
Yeah.
So y'all really think that a cougar is really trying to be in a real relationship with like somebody younger?
Do not link me. This is Wayne's
I'm asking a question. It's just a question. I'm not linking anybody to anything. We're talking open discussion. I'm just saying.
No, I don't.
I understand what you're saying. Go ahead, Wayne. I'm sorry.
No, it don't matter if she do or she don't. I'm just saying that I'm just saying that younger guys aren't going after cougars like that. That's all I'm saying.
I disagree, but that's just my experience.
Maybe not for dating.
I disagree too. Kev, what you saying?
I was gonna say maybe not for dating, but definitely for sex.
Oh, definitely.
Look, a younger guy, the youngest one on the panel. He just said it. There it is. I rest my case.
Hey, Wayne be getting so.
I got it. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't don't say much more, but when he talk, all right. So, oh boy, what happened there? All right. So, damn, Mike, 18 and 40. Wow.
Hey, you want to laugh?
I might as well.
She was white.
Yes, sir.
That make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
At Florida State, you said Florida State, so
I was in Tallahassee.
Yeah, that make all the sense in the world.
Yeah. And she was like, my husband, he doesn't have shoulders that go out like yours, and I don't feel like he's very masculine. And I was like, and she's like, when we do it, he just does it like this. And I was like, yeah, that's how you start. And she's like, no, that's how it all is. I was like, that's how it is the whole time? She's like, yeah. I'm like, girl, okay, we never doing that. And I rolled her up, put her head on here, put her foot there. She's like, oh, hey, guy, black guys with the bell. I was like, yeah, calm down.
Did you feel used?
No, she gave me money and bought me stuff.
That's what I was about to say. Did you get anything out of the deal?
Oh, yeah. I didn't feel used. I was used, but that don't mean I felt it.
So you were
a whore?
Yeah, basically.
I was 18. All 18-year-olds are whores. Yes, they are. Every 18-year-old's a whore.
Yeah, long as we keep it consistent. My age gap was never that big. I know when my freshman year in high school, I used to talk to a senior. So, me coming in at 14 talking to an 18-year-old, but that I didn't see as a big deal. I guess now I'd probably be weirded out if my 14-year-old daughter said, oh, like my 18-year-old boyfriend, because I'm not having that. But
I got one weird like that.
But back then in the 90s, I didn't care. It didn't matter to me.
I was 15 with a 24-year-old. And everybody knew and nobody said anything. Yeah.
But Trev, what happens if your daughter has a thing for an older guy? And I'm not talking weird.
She better be moved out of my house.
No. We all have girls, right? Let's say your daughter, the same situation with Trev. Trev was a freshman and she dated and he dated a senior. What if Mike or Trev, your daughter had a thing for a gentleman that was slightly older?
In high school or college?
But they was in high school, but maybe a couple years gap, 2 years gap. You really?
No, sir. What did I tell you?
So your daughter is a sophomore, she couldn't, and a senior.
Sophomores are 15. I let my numbers be known.
So if she was 15 and dated an 18,
you can't touch my baby.
Hell no, Wayne, hell no.
You can't touch my baby.
That's who she. But if that's what she liked, she was a sophomore. He was a senior.
She don't get to decide what she
Look
likes.
at Moon got it. See, I be on
I
it,
did
man.
when I was 15. When I was
Right.
15, my boyfriend at the time was a senior.
See, so that's what I'm saying. See, women go a lot of time. Women are attracted to older guys. Now, I actually wouldn't have a problem. I wouldn't actually have a problem with it. I wouldn't have a problem if my daughter was Moon Goddess age like she was in high school and dated a senior. I wouldn't have a problem with it because I understand how women roll with that. You feel me?
But I
Now,
also talked
Okay,
to my
Wayne.
parents
So
about
when
it.
you say dating, though, because we talking
Fair
about
enough.
dating like it just means talking and carrying my books to class and blah blah blah. We
I
know in
miss
high
that.
school we was having sex in high school. We
I
all
like
went to the
Karen.
same schools.
Right.
We
I was
know
smashing too.
we was having
But
sex
just
in
because
high
she
school.
look, if my daughter, look, man, I know how it works. If my daughter's having sex with a guy at 18 years old, I understand it. I mean, of course, I'm at a conversation, protect yourself and all that, make sure you're in a relationship. But I'm just saying, I wouldn't have a meltdown about it because
Wayne,
that's
I'm agreeing with you, but not at 15. She got to be 16. Everybody heard me. 16 is my number.
bro. The average girl
I don't care.
is losing her
16.
virginity. Fair
16.
enough.
Stay
I'm
with
just
me,
saying,
Wayne. 16.
you okay with your daughter losing her virginity at 16?
I lost it way younger than that.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think a girl? Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, so you
I don't
saying?
want her to go with what? Hey, isn't the definition of a generation moving up the next generation doing better? So if I lost it young like a slut, I don't want her to be bad as me. I want her to be better.
But what I'm saying is, if she decided to go that route, you wouldn't allow it. That's tough.
Sir, I will never allow my daughter to have sex. She got to sneak around and do it, period. I'm never going to allow it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
Okay.
I'm writing her a hall pass, like, hey, here you go.
You feel me?
No.
Right.
Even when she married, I'm going to look at homeboy like, bro, don't let me find out.
But would you
Where
want
this
her to
baby
be?
came
But
from,
would you
bro?
want
Why I
her
got
to
a
be?
grandkid?
But would you want her to be open to you about it if it does happen?
Of course, she will be. Me and my daughter talk about everything, but I'm not giving you permission. You got to do it. You got to go sneak around like I had to. Sorry.
Right. Fair enough. Okay. All right.
So, but this
But
getting into the
if you find out
conversation
she's having sex, if you find out she's having sex at 15 with her 18-year-old boyfriend, how you feel about that?
Mm-hmm.
Sir, she will not have. It's like y'all ain't hearing me. She ain't having no boyfriend at 15. 15 is below. She got to get to 16. She better wait a year or I'm burning it down. Wait a year or I'm burning it down.
Look.
I mean what I say.
One Love says, hello all, and Tequila, much love. Just started listening in. I'm like, wow, I like older guys, always have. I have
All
never
women
had
do.
a guy
told
younger
you.
than me. I would have never I would be nobody. So One Love, so we got to get some ages here, One Love, because we talking about from teenage on. We're not talking about if you 20 and you dealing with a 30-year-old. That doesn't count. We're talking about right now we're on your 14, 15-year-old daughter talking about she's dating a senior in college. I'm not having it, Wayne. Like, Wayne, come on, Wayne.
No, I didn't say a senior in college. Are you crazy?
I mean, not college. I mean, high school. Wayne, what?
Hey, but we used to clown
What
dudes
conversation are we having here? Like,
we used to clown dudes for that in school. If you had to pull a freshman and you was a senior, you get clowned for that.
But like, what conversation we having here is like when you know better, you do better. Just because we did it and we was all good with it, what the hell does that mean? This is
what I'm saying. No, I'm talking.
Mike said
I'm
that
talking
first.
nature. I'm talking nature, right?
Whoa.
Right. I'm talking the nature of a female. A lot of times, female are attracted to older, mature guys. So if she's 15 and she's a sophomore and she's attracted to an 18-year-old guy, well, let's just say she's 15 and sophomore. She's attracted to a senior at her high school. They start to date. I'm just saying a lot of times that's the nature. Look, the nature of the nature of women are attracted. There is hierarchy. Majority of women are attracted to older, mature guys.
Correct.
Okay? Correct. So I'm saying there's a chance that your 15-year-old daughter's going to want to date maybe an older guy that's in high school, not out. I'm just saying.
Hey, Wayne,
and
ask that question again, but make the girl 16.
What I'm saying is,
I know,
if
but
my
ask it
daughter,
again and make it 16.
what I'm saying,
Team Wayne.
no, what I'm saying is, if my daughter is 15 and she's a sophomore and she want this guy, these two are interested in each other. He's a senior. I would understand that. I'm not saying I won't be a father and have a conversation about it, but I won't throw my daughter under the bus for it because I understand female nature.
I didn't say I throw under the bus.
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm saying, I'm willing to be more flexible about it than maybe y'all are, because I understand.
I think I'm being very flexible. Wait till your birthday.
I think it's because
that's flexible.
You going off for what you did.
No. I understand.
Wait till your birthday.
No, I understand women's nature. I understand females' nature. I'm telling you. I'm just saying. I'm saying because I understand female nature, and a lot of times women go after the older, more established,
of course,
guy. But does that make it so? Does that make it right though?
If they're both in high school, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Let me ask you a question because we coming up on the
time. If he's a senior, she's a sophomore. She's going to be a junior. He's going to be a freshman in college. I'm okay with that.
Let me ask you a question. Because we coming up on the time, and me and Nene always had this conversation because she's like, you know, y'all overprotective dads, and y'all gonna make y'all girls resent y'all, and you know, but that's just how it is. But what if?
But I don't want to be that dad. I don't want to be that type of dad.
Yeah, but Wayne, what if don't you have a large enough sample size with what's going on in life that you're saying that a 15-year-old girl is mentally capable of saying like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna have a sexual relationship with this senior that's gonna be 19 next year. So I'm gonna be 15 and he's gonna be 19. There's no problem.
Let me tell you, bro. You are out of your mind if you don't think a 15-year-old girl like don't know what the hell she's doing bro. Let me tell you,
Wayne. I never see. What does that goalpost sound?
I didn't move the goalpost. What I'm saying
is not what I'm saying, Wayne. I get it. I'm saying as the dad though,
you're downplaying the fact that you don't have to be okay with it. So you're saying that because she's 15, she don't know any better to date a guy that's a senior. You're underestimating women. I'm telling you, bro. They know.
How smart do you have to be to open your legs? Come on, let's.
Oh, come on, Trevor.
How smart do you have to be to open your legs?
Trevor, come on, Trevor.
Like what maturity do you need from that? That's not what I'm talking about when I say she's not mature enough. She don't have them until. Hey, I'm almost certain some of these 15-year-old girls still don't know how to wash their ass good.
You are
facts.
Like how smart do you have to be to open your legs? Like seriously, Wayne,
bro. You got. I'm talking about as far as what she's attracted to and what she understands. That's what majority of, if you ask, you just had somebody just posted, I always was into older men. I'm just saying majority of the time, with girls at 15, 16 are not attracted to the guys their same age.
Facts.
Majority of cases.
Facts.
What do you do with that? That's what I'm saying. What do you do with that?
That's 16th birthday. I thought I was very clear. 16th birthday.
You know what we do with it, Wayne? We tell them to wait. We tell them to come back Monday for the answer. Hey, it's 7:52. I gotta get ready to watch the Miami Dolphins. Hey, way I see it, we ain't gonna fill you up in the buffet. We're gonna give you just enough to get full to make you want to come back next Monday and hear the rest of this.
Y'all read what this now. Is this a woman?
One love.
Yes.
Okay. So are y'all seeing? This is what I'm saying. Moon Goddess. She say she dated a guy at 15 and her boyfriend was 18 and a senior. That point proven. Period.
As a dad.
But what do you do as a dad if your daughter is attracted to that?
She can be attractive as she wants in her bedroom.
Fair enough, but she's gonna sneak around you, man. She's gonna sneak around.
Absolutely.
And rub some out.
She's gonna sneak on y'all. He's gonna sneak on y'all because you Okay. Okay, so she turned 16.
Yes.
It's okay if she want a
Yes.
19-year-old in?
Yes, I just said that. Yes.
That's weird. That's weird, bro.
How is that
Y'all,
with 16 is my number?
nah,
16 is my boundary.
y'all
16 is where I'm
doing.
mentally prepared
Look,
and okay with letting it happen.
Oh,
Anything
but when
under
I said that
16,
earlier, Mike,
look.
it was a problem. When I said, "Oh, at 16, you cool with it," and you was like,
I just said the same thing. I just said that. You're not listening. I said 16, I'm cool. I just said that.
But when I said when you said 16 was cool, you said no, we still gonna jump him. Me and my boys, we gonna.
But we're
jump
not
him.
going off him. That's
But
what
we're
he
not
said.
gonna kill him.
Yeah, we're not going
Oh
off
my
him.
God. Okay.
Oh, he did say that.
Why am I
We
not
gonna
speaking
make
English?
him wish that he
You
didn't
being
do
very
it.
clear. I got
So
it. I heard it
one
now.
love said, "I love older
I'll fight
guys,
you. I'll
7
fight
to
you.
10 years old." I
No,
sure
my bad. I
wasn't
was just
telling
playing.
my
I was
parents.
playing. I was
See,
playing.
the thing you got to tell your parent. But
All I'm
hey,
gonna do is hug you.
Hey, Nene hit me with that altar call
Ooh.
line. All
I like
hearts
when you
and
roll your
minds are
eyes.
clear. So we got to get out of here. Moon Goddess gonna give us a closeout. We will definitely be back next week.
Great show. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to be invited on the Man Talk Monday, y'all. Y'all fellas, y'all always do y'all thing. Y'all always come with this honesty, and I love it. I appreciate I do. I appreciate each and every one of your opinions, but I always say communication is key. Whether you communicating with somebody older, somebody younger, let's let legal be legal and let's leave illegal in the illegal state. Let's not be adults messing with children. Let's let these children be children and let them enjoy whatever they're only a child for a short period of time. You're grown forever. Okay, so let the grown folks be with the grown folks, let these kids be kids. If they're doing anything illegal, lock them up, throw away the key, whether they're male or female. Let's just all communicate because that's key. That's all I got. Thank y'all.
I appreciate you for coming through, Moon Goddess.
Yes, sir.
Hey, get with your Sizzy. We may be doing something Christmas Eve.
I'll be there. Should I twerk?
Yeah,
for
Mike,
it?
if you're available, man, we may be doing something Christmas Eve. Man, to take the trip. Young Kev going and growing this ghetto, absolutely, because you got to pay bills. Young Kev, go and give us your closeout real quick.
Yo, good show, guys. By the way, y'all weird adults, stop messing around with kids, especially you teachers. I'm gonna fight y'all, definitely. But yeah, good show. I'm glad I got my points out, and Mike finally makes sense. But yeah, too much sentences in one friggin' topic just makes things all confusing. So I can see why Moon got this and me.
You would defend her,
huh?
You would defend her.
Of course. I was trying to jump her, especially Wayne. I was like, oh heck no.
Wayne had that built up smoke. Wayne, I knew Wayne was gonna go there.
Right. I could feel it. What was I gonna say? And yeah, stop messing with kids. And yeah, we're in an overly sexual society, so we gotta check that, because not only is it affecting adults, it's affecting kids. And yeah, that's why we're getting all these weird random situations. It's not even random anymore. It's almost normalized in a sense. It's crazy. But yeah, good show. That's all I got. And happy holidays, even though I don't believe in it. But peace, chat.
All right, Kev. Wayne, go and let some of that piss and vinegar out.
Yeah, great show, man. Just keep it going. The Dolphins play tonight. Go Dolphins, man.
Yes,
appreciate Moon Goddess getting on the panel, hanging in there, standing on her square. And shout out to all the fellas, Kev, Mike, Trev, everybody in the chat. Peace. You have a good night.
All right, peace, Wayne. Yeah, Keela, gone. Just hit Nene up. We strongly considering doing something that Friday, not Christmas Eve, because the Dolphins play the Cowboys Christmas Eve. So we that Friday.
This nigga moves his life on the Dolphins.
I don't want y'all over my house while the Dolphin game on, because y'all I'll have to kick everybody out. What?
I'm counting the whole time.
I have to kick everybody out. Mike, go give us a close.
All right. I would like it to be known that when I was saying that stuff, I was actually talking to Tequila, but Moon Goddess took it upon herself that she thought it was her. I would like the person who texted me to know I am not trying to holler at Moon Goddess. We are homies. I don't want to take her out. We don't even live near each other. She probably got people. I probably got people. Nobody. Well, I ain't got nobody. I'm lonely. Y'all know how I get down. But we ain't doing nothing. I'm not hollering at nobody. The people I flirt with in the chat, it's not real. It's the show. That's it. I'm not trying to holler at nobody. This is my new girl right here. That's it.
What is that?
This thing's got no calories and it's delicious, so it's what I drink.
You know what was good? Celsius. I don't know if you tried Celsius.
Bro, Celsius ain't touching this. I'll send you something.
Celsius is that thing, man. What time is it? Yeah, so yeah, man, y'all know Mike. Hey, I love to see Mike go crazy, man. He's freaking going crazy.
Bro, I said what I said, didn't I? And they had like I ain't use English words.
Hey, Keela putting the time in 7:59. So this is gonna happen. All right, Mike. The Miami Dolphins are getting ready to play real quick, so y'all know got to get out there. If you didn't hear, we will have the debate with Stacey Mobley and Eddie Israel this Thursday. It is gonna be a doubleheader. One Love, I don't know if you heard earlier, but next week I will be doing a one-on-one interview with the man, the myth, the legend, Peter Cox. Oh my God, I can't wait to do that interview. So that's going down next week, and the debate is this Thursday. Tune in to Tape Fist Politics tomorrow. We got Wrestling with Reality Wednesday. We got the MMA Brothers Friday and Thursday. Now y'all want to come in the building when I'm getting ready to close the show out. What's wrong with you? Please make sure and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And the super chats are always open in the event that somebody want to drop us $1 or $2 to show us your appreciation for the entertainment that we provide you on a daily basis, but it's not necessary, but it is greatly appreciated. I will be back on Wednesday signing off for the Man Talk Monday crew. I am the man with the greatest beard on YouTube. And to you trolls that keep sending me text messages, come get me. Come show your face on the camera. Come get me and have a real conversation with Mr. Straight Talk. Until Wednesday, I'm out of here. Peace.
Why are you so aggressive, black man? I'm like, it's a no-win.
Always aggressive black man.
What's up, man?
Wayne.
Mike.
Oh, okay. Hey, man, cut the sexiness out, man. Ain't no women on the panel. Man, we on here talking all sexy.
He just goes on. He just went off on you like that just for no reason.
Yeah, man.